Hey guys, Ev back to entertain, and for once I'm not doing a video on a Dan Schneider show, and that's because now I'm going to do a video of one of my favorite shows, Survivor. Yeah, so if you didn't know already, I'm a big Survivor fan, and I really want to do this video because, quite frankly, the current season Survivor 41 has been a complete roller coaster in quality. So I just wanted get a video out expressing my thoughts. And just note that this video is one of my first one is one of my only ones with no script or anything. Like I have some notes about what I want to talk about, but excuse me. I have some notes that I have. Like I'll have like a full fledged script like I do for other videos. So this is like kind of like unfiltered thoughts. So if I stutter a lot, then I apologize. I'm trying to work on that. Hence why like one reason why I want to do this unfiltered because I have a hard time getting my thoughts out without stuttering or being a complete moron. So, uh, but anyway, so yeah, I just want to talk about my thoughts of Survivor 41, and because like honestly, I've just oh my god. So as so let me just state my how just my thoughts on the show as a whole. Or like let me just say just what's the word? I don't know like the word. Just like here's an introduction before I get to the season proper. I'm a huge Survivor fan, honestly. I the thing is, I hate to call myself a super fan because honestly, a lot of super fans have like the same not ideology, but I guess they have the same mindset into the game. And it shows when super fans go on to the show. Most of them want to be stupid and make a big move just for the heck of it. Some of them just want to, they think that you gotta be extremely dominant. Nor if you're so a lot of super fans think think hands down Tony is the best Survivor player, and I get that his winners at War game, even his Cagayan game were really good, but just I don't think it's I don't think it's undebatable. You can have they're Tony isn't the perfect Survivor player. A lot of super fans think that players who make moves on the fly, make consistently really strong, or not really strong because you always want to make strong moves, but really not really in your face, but it's kind of hard to explain. But the point is, I'm a huge Survivor fan. I won't call myself a super fan because most of them kind of think the same. I hate to be racist, but low key, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm a really huge fan. I've seen all seasons in one way or another. I'm rewatching a lot of them with my brother now. There's some seasons I haven't seen since they aired. Like right now, I'm watching Redemption Island. I know, uh, but I haven't seen that season since it aired. And I mean, I'm just me and my brother are watching seasons just in case our viewpoints change. Probably won't change because I think that right now I'm into Redemption Island, and honestly, the first 3 episodes aren't too bad, but I feel like it goes downhill as soon as Russell's out, honestly, and the merge is absolutely dreadful. I mean, I already know that, but I think that rewatching seasons actually does help with having a concrete viewpoint of how you feel about a season. So Nicaragua, I for the longest time I thought it was a bad season. I thought it was incredibly boring, and I just rewatched it, and honestly, it's mediocre. I don't think it's nowhere near one of my favorite seasons, but I don't think it's worse than Game Changers or One World or Edge of Extinction. I think it does have redeeming qualities. I think the what's his name the first I mean. Yeah, I guess the Jimmy T episode to the Brenda episode was the peak of Nicaragua, where it was pretty fun to watch. But then honestly, the Nyanka and Purple Kelly episode were just it was such a buzzkill for the season, and it just went downhill from there. So it's just I understand why people don't like Nicaragua, but it's just I don't really I just think it's mediocre at best. But anyway, I'm just digressing. So personally, my favorite seasons of Survivor are Pearl Islands, Heroes versus Villains, China, what else? Tocantins, I'm trying to think what else. Philippines, David vs. Goliath, Cambodia, yeah, those are some of my favorite seasons, honestly. There's some other seasons that I think are overhated, honestly. Like Fiji's overhated. Like I said, Nicaragua's kind of over. I understand people don't like it, but Nicaragua's kind of overhated. Um, and then there was some seasons that like caught me by surprise, like Guatemala. I for the longest time I thought it was like really incredibly bland because like no one returned other than Danny and Winners at War. No one returned in any other season. I thought that it was like going to be incredibly boring, incredibly bland. And honestly, like I'm partially right, but like so the thing with Guatemala is that like I think it's on the same level of Nicaragua, which is mediocre. Like the gameplay itself is it's pretty decent, but like the cast is like one of the honestly the cast in Guatemala is like one of the worst ones. I mean, it's not like any of them were like terrible players or anything. It's not like Redemption Island or anything, but it's just like most of them all blend in. It has that old school Survivor problem where like there's not a lot of minorities there. I mean, it's like literally the only season where there's no black people, but whatever. But like yeah, Guatemala like the cast like most of them are just whatever's. Not like they're unlikable, but like most of them kind of like just don't leave a lasting impression. So yeah, but anyway, so that's how I feel about Survivor in general. I mean, I would tell you my worst Survivor seasons. Or my least favorite ones, but like I was planning to make a separate list for that, so that'll be for another time. But anyway, let's get back to my thoughts on Survivor 41. I'm still recording, right? Hold on, just to make sure. Okay, I'm still recording. Anyway, it was 6 minutes already. Jesus. All right, sorry. So yeah, the current season of Survivor 41. It's been the whole year and a half. I think year and a half since Winners at War, the last season. A lot of people loved it. I don't like it that much. I mean, like I think it's like at my most generous, I think it's below average, honestly. But like people act like it's the like honestly. Here's what I tell people: like if the theme wasn't Winners at War, would you enjoy Winners at War? Like if it was a newbie season, would you still rank it like as high as you do? Like I just don't agree with that. I think that if it was like heroes versus villains, it tells a good story alongside like on top of being an all-star season. Winners of War does not tell a good story. Like I just think that if it was a newbies, if it didn't have people we haven't seen in a long time, it'll be a bottom tier season. Like that's just the truth. But maybe I'm too stubborn. But anyway, it's been a year and a half since Winners at War, and so it all because of COVID and just a lot has been going on since Winners of War's finale. And now we have season 41, and it just feels nice. Like when I see the first episode of 41, there's that novelty of seeing Survivor in such a long time. It gives me that feeling of like, I mean, I wasn't alive then, but like in Borneo when that's the only season in 2000. Then Australian Outback came in 2001. It gives you that good gap to really like want to see Survivor. It's. I just think that season 41 coming out like later this year actually did help the show in some way or another. I mean, I know, in a perfect world where COVID didn't exist, it would have came out like, the fall of 2020. But, I just think that giving that extra space does help the show in a weird way. And would have helped the show if Jeff actually, listened to fans for once, but that's topic for later. So anyway, I've been seeing, I think it's like 6 episodes now of season 41. 6 or 7? Yeah, 6. And so far, oh my god. So basically, the first episode I thought was a mixed bag. Like it was nice seeing a diverse cast. It was nice seeing Survivor come on, now. But it's just like many things, like the quote unquote wokeness, like come on in guys was so pandering. It's not even funny. I'll get back to that later. I don't know, like I mean, just all the just it's the first episode and they're introducing all these twists already, like the shot in the dark, and just like it's just like I mean we all I wanted was a back to basic season. Like I mean, I'm not even like saying like I mean if we had the raw game again, that'd be nice. But like if we just had like at the very least like just tone it down. That's the thing. Just tone like if we just had one idol at each camp again, not all these advantages or whatever, and just focus on the cast playing a hand, then that'd be back to basics for me. But no, Jeff wants to introduce all these new things and try to quote unquote evolve the game. If anything, he's just really degrading it. But anyway, But yeah, just the first episode I thought was pretty alright. I'm sorry. The second episode was actually my mic changed or my mic moved. All right, here we go. The second episode was actually pretty good. It was better than the last one, but it's just it wasn't like it wasn't no Survivor China levels of good or anything, but it was just like it was pretty good. It was fairly alright to watch. I don't think it was the best strategy ever. I don't know why they thought that getting rid of Voce, who honestly didn't really do anything wrong, was the best idea. I kind of get it. It's not it's not the most offensive pre-merge boot I've ever seen. Like, I think Molly's and Island of the Idols was like the dumbest, or like I think that was probably the dumbest. Like, not really dumbest, but like the one pre-merge boot that just literally made no sense. Because like literally she just got voted out for being pretty. But anyway. But Voce got out, so it's whatever. Third episode, it's kind of funny because like my brother and I, we actually like sort of liked it, but like everyone on Reddit and Twitter didn't, and it's funny because like I now feel kind of like in terms of entertainment value, I do kind of like it because honestly, like that episode had a lot of funny moments, like JD like letting his advantage get out of his pocket, and JD trying to do freaking layups like he's Steph Curry or something. But it had funny moments. That's why me and my brother liked it. But I understand like the editing was like really off. The editing like focused way too much on like Brad, was it Tiffany? Yeah, Tiffany and Sydney finding an advantage. It's just like I understand why people didn't like the third episode. But yeah, the fourth episode, like everyone and their mother agreed was the best one yet because it was the only one that actually felt like Survivor. Honestly, it didn't focus too much on advantages or idols or whatever. It focused on like so. I'm serious. So in the fourth episode, when they got in, it's funny to think about. Me and my brother were so dumbfounded. We were also so happy that one. Like it felt like something from an older season. That's what we liked. So it was a reward challenge actually shown for once. The reward had Fiji local like coming by helping the shelter, and like you couldn't sit out back-to-back challenges. Like it didn't even feel like the same show anymore. Like it just actually felt like something from like a good season. I mean honestly. But yeah, episode 4 was really good. It was again really funny because JD he kept saying money and then he missed it. But yeah, episode 4 was really good. Episode 5 was pretty good, not as good, but episode 5, it was tragic, but also pretty interesting to see Uwa or Yua, I don't know how you pronounce it, be down to freaking 2 members by the end of it, but yeah, wait, is that episode 5? Wait, am I missing one? Hold up. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, wait. Yeah, episode 5. Yeah, now we're on episode 6. Alright, sorry, I almost lost track. Alright, so yeah, now we're on to episode 6, and let me tell you, the last episode, I don't think I've ever been so unsatisfied with a Survivor episode. I'm being so serious. So, okay, so, like, in terms of actual entertainment quality, like, in terms of, like, actually, I need to stop saying like so much. In terms of what goes on, it's not the absolute worst episode. I mean, we have the merge episode of Island of the Idols. I think that by itself is the worst episode of all Survivor because like it just leaves such a dead taste, or not dead, a bad taste in your mouth. It's just oof. It's such a buzzkill. But it's just like this episode, like I feel like nothing happens. Like the thing with this episode is that they try to do something new once again and not have tribal council at the end of the episode. And it feels like Serene and Danielle's fire making thing in Panama where he left you a cliffhanger. Then I get that because you feel like one of them is going to go home, so like it feels like there's an actual ending to the episode. There's no real ending to this episode. Like see what they don't understand. I don't know why they don't understand. This is like simple freaking storytelling. But tribal council is like. Sorry, every episode, as someone who wants to do shows and movies, or like be a showrunner, I know this. In a TV show, you need to tell a story in each episode. and it should lead to like one big story. And for the most part, Survivor editors know this, but they don't. I guess they don't understand that Tribal Council is a part of that story and needs to be part of that story in some way or another. Unless the person is quitting or getting medevac, Tribal Council needs to be part of that story, because in order to what we want to watch Survivor to see who gets eliminated and who wins at the end. And if you just take out the part where someone gets eliminated, then it feels like there's no complete story. And it's just like, I don't know why he did it. And I mean, it'd be one thing if they just did it just like, the episode plays out and it just happens. But like, literally in like the first couple seconds, Jeff is like, hey, we'll have a challenge play out, a historic twist or whatever. And then, there's going to be no Tribal Council. We're not having that tonight. I just does he really not? Like, what gets me is, like, he has the audacity to think that, like, oh my god. So, I just don't like that. I really don't. I feel like I wasted my time watching the episode. I wasted an hour of my time watching the episode because there's just no point. And to add further salt to the wound, I'm sorry. Okay, the twist at the end was genuinely one of the dumbest twists I've ever seen in the entire show. Probably the dumbest twist ever seen in the entire show. Worse than the have-nots from Fiji. Worse than the Medallion of Power in Nicaragua. Worse than the stupid freaking advantages in the last season, like 50 coin. I don't know what were they thinking then. Like, I don't know why. So you're really gonna tell me that someone in production thought that? Okay, so, oh my god, I'm so flabbergasted I can't even think straight. So here's the twist. So Jeff Erica, she went to Exile Island, and Jeff went there and told her she has two options. She could either leave, like, or not leave, but flip an hourglass, and she's like, I think she's like not safe. Everything goes according to plan or whatever. Or she could smash it, and they have to rerun the challenge with the winning team, and the losing team, it gets immunity instead. It's just like, why? You basically told me that the entire time they ran the challenge, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. So why even bother? Why do you even bother? Like, what were they thinking? Like, so you're telling me, like, people who wanted to win a challenge, it was all for nothing because you had a stupid twist where you smash an hourglass and it reverses everything. Like, just why? It's dumb. It's absolutely stupid to me. When I saw that twist, my jaw literally dropped. I'm so serious. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I can't believe that went through passing. Like, I just, oh my god, that I don't think I've ever been so shocked at how stupid the twist was. I'm being so serious. It's just, oh my lord. And what gets me what gets me the most is that if she smashes the hourglass, then who's on the team? Deshaun, Danny, Evie, Ricard, and who else am I missing? Sydney. They're going to get robbed. Like, they won a challenge and they're going to get robbed. This is not skill. This is not Survivor. This is not outplaying. It's luck, man. There's a reason why I coined the theme of Game Changers and not, or really should be Millennials versus Gen X, but it's really Game Changers onwards as the Dungeons and Dragons era, because like there's just like too many twists, too many dumb BS. That just like, why are you changing the core game? Like, and I was so hoping that 41 would be like a reset of the game and just go back to like a simpler time, but instead Jeff does more and more and more. I don't know who in the world wants this. It's just so frustrating. And it's just like it's just gotten to a boiling point with me. Like, it's just so annoying seeing Survivor make the same mistake over and over and over. They get lucky, like David vs. Goliath. They got so lucky. I'm serious. They got so lucky with that season. They are so lucky that the cast, it was really strong in that season, and the gameplay was pretty good. Because honestly, that season had many other problems as the other seasons did. Like, it had a really stupid theme. It had especially towards the end of the game, it became very meta and had like idols, like when there really shouldn't be idols or whatever. It's just like they make the same mistake over and over. It's just like it's kind of poetic in a weird way, because like, with this season, it sticks out to me the most because like it's not even like to the point like even casuals are absolutely confused with like what's going on. Like, so, like for a while, super fans like me or fans like me they thought that this is way too much. You need to tone it down a bit, go to Fiji, or go somewhere else other than Fiji, whatever. But even casuals think that this is getting too much. Like that when you're alienating your basic audience, that says a lot. And what's the worst part about all this is that 42 is going to be exactly the same. Because, they've been doing this a while where, they film back-to-back seasons in one, span of time, and 42 is going to be the same. It's not like they're going to see the reception on Twitter and think that, okay, we need to change 42. It's just, no. Oh, my God. So, needless to say, I think the last episode was absolute. I just think that twist just ruined it, man. It's so dumb. It's absolutely stupid. I don't see why Erica wouldn't smash a freaking hourglass, because, either she's vulnerable and probably gets voted out if she doesn't, or she gets immunity, but then, oh my God. Terrible twist, man. Oh, jeez. And what's sad is that production doesn't have faith in its cast. That's my next point. Production does not have faith in their cast, and I don't know why. They went out their way to diversify the cast. They went out the way to get diehard fans. They try to stray away from recruits nowadays, and they still think that making the freaking show like Dungeons and Dragons is the most compelling television ever. You can name this era anyway. You can name it. I call it Dungeons and Dragons era. People call it Mario Party. It's just it's it's so bad, man. It's so bad. It's just so bad. All right. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. So I think the cast itself has potential. It really does. It really does feel nice having a diverse cast. It really does. Honestly, and people fight me on this, or not people fight me on this, but honestly, minorities having it a little better in Survivor, compared to Big Brother, where consistently minorities are not given the best of cards. Survivor actually does pretty good when it comes to minorities, or at least nowadays they do. Before 41 anyway, but it's just but I do like how there's more black people, there's more Hispanic people, more Asian people, there's more people gay people. I really like that. I like that there's more representation of some way or another. I do like that. What I don't like is how okay, so, and here's the controversial part, the quote unquote wokeness. So here's how I feel about it. Honestly, when it comes to I personally do not like talking about politics or social commentary all that much really. But when it comes to me, I say I'm more moderate or centrist, or I'm more moderate, in the middle of how I feel about a lot of things. But I'm slightly left leaning, but most time I'm more in the middle. And here's how I see it. First of all, let me talk about the Black Alliance in 41. So let me just say that as a black man, I admit that seeing the Alliance, it's just some people say it's racist how they're Danny, Deshaun, Shan, and Liana want to stick together as a Black Alliance. And see, I understand people are coming from. I don't think racist is the best term to use for it, because it's not like they're going to be hey, we hate everyone else because they're not black. That's racist. That's bigotry. No, it's not like that. They all share a similarity and want to stick together. I get that. What I don't like is just so Big Brother's last season. I don't watch Big Brother, by the way. I just see all this on Twitter. So Big Brother, the last season had a first black winner. And, and it's really sad because it's 23 seasons and, they finally have a black winner. And, really, in order to achieve that, they had to have, something called the Cookout Alliance, which, is just, still love that name, by the way. The Cookout Alliance, which is, it's four black people, sticking together, and they took it all the way to the end. It was controversial then, but at least, from there, I understand where they were coming from, because the Alliance, not the viewers. I understood where the Alliance was coming from, because, again, there's never been, a black winner up until 2023. So, and minorities have always had the hardest time on Big Brother, so I understand, I understand how it played out. There have been black winners in Survivors. Not like that most of them were treated badly. So I don't understand why they felt the need to. It just feels so PC to me. I don't see the need for to be like a Black Alliance. Now, to tell you the truth, though, I don't think they're gonna like be like stick together and take it all the way to the end because Shan has been so cutthroat at this point. It's just like I don't see it, but it's just like I mean, it's just I mean, it's just I don't like. I just it's just. Oof. I don't like. I just it just doesn't. It rubs me the wrong way, honestly. And the fact that the show makes it like a not really a sob story, but it just makes it like such a key part of the episode. It's just like just what's the point if the episode isn't that tribal council? It's just oh my god. So I know other people say that whoa we yes we stay in the Black Alliance, but like I mean just so yeah, it's just like I understand that some people relate in a certain way, but like I'm just not. That doesn't bother. I mean that bothers me, but I don't know. I mean, again, I don't got too much to say because I am a black man myself, so I can sort of understand like where they're coming from. But it's just like like it's like what gets me is that they like they never mind. Anyway, okay, so that is what I was saying is like the quote unquote wokeness, like the Black Alliance in this episode, and I already ranted about the twists and all that. So you know what I mean. At this point, here's how like with this episode. Here's just how I feel about Jeff, like in general. Because honestly, he's the executive producer, and he's been like this for a while now. And like I honestly like it's like so. Let me just say this right now. I like Jeff Probst as a host. I think he's a good. I mean. Recently, he's been kind of a little extra, like like this season especially, like him breaking the fourth wall. People, I don't mind that much. Like a lot of people have a problem with it. But yeah, like him breaking the fourth wall is something. By the way, if you hear any background noise, just my little brother. But anyway, but like as a host, he seems to enjoy what he does, and he keeps the show captivating. I give him credit for that. It's just like as executive producer, he's behind the decisions that go into the show. He's the reason why we have like so many twists and idols and whatever. And like it's just like he seems so. What gets me about Jeff is that like he seems so out of touch with what the fans want, because like fans want. The number one thing fans wanted with 41 was to lessen the twist, not be so overboard, make a focus on the cast, make it a diverse cast. We got that. Have no stupid theme, which is we got that too. But like, actually, want to talk about that. Actually, let me put that in my notes. Talk about the fact that there's no theme. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I was putting that in my notes. Anyway, but like he's like. Sorry, someone keeps texting me. All right. He's the reason why there's so many like bad twists or whatever, and I appreciate him having a certain vision and wanting to execute it. But it's just like at a certain point, you gotta listen to the people. Like there's a reason why viewership of the show has been consistently going down. Like, and again, like the thing with 41 is that like not even just super fans are disappointed. Even casuals can't stand the wokeness or whatever, and even casuals think that there's too much going on. It's just Jeff is so not. Like either he doesn't care or he doesn't really know. I honestly I think he doesn't care because he says something in the first episode like tag me on Twitter. I'm probably not gonna read it. So he knows that people are voicing complaints. He just okay, sorry, motorcycle. I don't know if y'all hear it. Anyway, I don't know if he's just like not giving a. I'm not trying to curse, but like not what the. Okay, sorry. I was looking at something on my phone. The fact that like he just doesn't care is just like what, or better yet, what gets me the most. I'm sorry if I sound scattered. That's just who I am. What gets me the most really is like fans show outcry, but he won't listen then. But like people like Mike White or Tyler Perry, like all of his rich friends can ask him to do something, he'll do it. It's just like that says a lot about his character. Honestly, that says that shows that his ego's way too high. He thinks he's the stuff when, he wasn't really, like, famous before he got Survivor. So, it just, like, I had nothing against him personally. I really don't think that, he's a terrible person or anything. But it's just, like, it's ridiculous. So as the executive producer, Jeff's the reason why, instead of having less twists, we have more twists that are even more convoluted and just make Survivor freaking Mario Party. Like, I mean... People say Mario Party. I call it Dungeons and Dragons. So either way it fits. But I mean, at least with me, I've called this era Dungeons and Dragons for the longest time. Like Mario Party just started coming with this season, but I do understand that. So it's really unfortunate because Survivor has the potential to be like continue to like be relevant in one way or another. I know it's been going on for 20 years, but like the core game is just like it's fun to watch just by itself. I don't know why it's just like you should tweak it. I don't know why he feels the need to add more and more to it. It's not Survivor. It's not. It's a stereotypical reality game. Whatever. Like it's not Survivor. It's not like it's not like the main appeal of Survivor from the very beginning was the social strategy, and like how people interact with one another. Like the main idea was how did people from different walks of life play a game in the jungle. And I just feel like Jeff doesn't realize that, so it's unfortunate. So that's how I feel about Jeff, like in general. And I'll be honest, like like I was first like hesitant to say all this because I was thinking about applying for a show myself. But it's just like honestly, with the last episode, I'm just like I'm not the only one who felt this way too. I'm just like I'm not applying because I'm so sure, given how unlucky I am in general, I'm so sure that if I go onto the show, I'm gonna get screwed over by some immunity necklace nullifier or challenge immunity challenge. I don't freaking know, but like just I'm going to get screwed over by some twist. That's just dumb. That says a lot about the show in general. It's unfortunate. It really is. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, it's yeah. But now again, like my next note is the overall state of the show. Honestly, the overall state of the show is just like I've said this for a long time now. The show is basically on life support. Honestly, like like I can see the show like I can just see it now that either it's gonna go to season 50 at the very least and end with a bang, or it's gonna end like in the mid 40s and with like an absolutely awful twist that like completely ruins the show like for good. I honestly just see that happening. The hourglass twist is like so close to doing that for me. But anyway, I could just see some twist or something happening where the whole show is like even casuals think that this is god awful and just want to be done with it. So I mean, I can just see it. This show is basically on life support, honestly. And the thing is, it doesn't even need to be. Like all you gotta do is just like make the game be made by the characters, not by production. And it's just I'm not the only one who says this too, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the show is just. Now, one thing I do want to talk about with 41, I do like. So there's some. I shouldn't be so negative. Right now, I feel kind of not that great about 41, but there are some good things. Like I said before, the cast. I'm not a fan of the whole Black Alliance or the Cookout 2.0, but like I think the fact that they're going out of their way to, or they're, I shouldn't say going out of their way because it sounds like they're doing it disingenuously, but the fact that there are a lot of minorities or a lot of like the people all around, like it's just honestly the more diverse cast makes the show look more modern, honestly, because like I mean, and to be fair, as much as I pick on the last couple seasons, they with the exception of Edge of Extinction, they have been getting better with having like overall diversity. Like David vs. Goliath was pretty good in diversity. Ghost Island was. Island of the Isles was really good in diversity. So that's really good. Let me just move the mic a bit. Okay, there we go. So again, that's nice. There's some people I do like in the cast. Actually, honestly, a majority of people I think are pretty. Is that lightning? Oops, sorry. Are likable in the cast. I really like Shan. Honestly, I don't like. I won't say I understand why people don't like her, but like I can kind of understand it. I mean, I like her a lot. I like everyone and their mother likes Nasir. I love Deshaun. I really like Danny. So Ricard, I hated him I shouldn't say hated him, but I couldn't stand him from the whole "come on in, guys" fiasco from the first episode. But I kind of grew to like him just a little bit. What was I gonna say? Who else I like? I liked Brad and JD, but sorry, hold on. Zach, are you okay? Yes. Okay, good. Sorry, my little brother. Anyway, I like Brad and JD, but they were gone. Trying to think who else I like. I really like Sydney. I like Eric. I mean, honestly, like there's like no one in the cast right now that I like don't actually dislike, but which is, I mean, it's a good thing. So that's cool. Um, but yeah. Uh, what are things I like about 41? I like how like the buffs look nice. That's, I mean, that's kind of a given, but the buffs looks. I like how they use more gradient colors than before. The theme. Look, that's another thing. I am so glad. I mean, a lot of people have said that like a lot of people have been upset that there's no like theme with this season. It's just called Survivor 41. And honestly, like at this point, I'd rather the show be called Survivor 41, Survivor Season 41, Survivor Season 42, than some stupid theme like Survivor Vegetarians versus Meat Lovers, or Survivor Survivor Kansas Island, or Survivor oh my god, some really terrible themes. Survivor, I don't know, Democrats versus Republicans versus Libertarians versus the birthday party. Like, it's just like the last thing I need is another terrible thing. I'm just gonna put that straight up. Like, it's just, I'm so glad they were just honest and just, you know, made no hackneyed theme that was so forced in. Thank God. Granted, they let themselves to this by staying in Fiji, and I understand it from a financial standpoint, but just like, it just, staying in Fiji honestly hurt the show more than anything else, but that's just my opinion and a lot of people's opinions. But anyway, but you know, I'm just glad they're just being honest, saying it's Survivor 41, not Survivor freaking Bikini Bottom Island or something. I don't freaking know. But anyway, so yeah, I do like that there's no theme. I'm trying to think what else to say. Honestly, I think I've covered everything in my notes really. Yeah, I said the twist was terrible. I said the cast was pretty good. I said how I couldn't stand the wokeness. Did I mention the "come on in, guys" part? I think I did. Or no, in case I didn't, I'll just say it again. The "come on in, guys" part in the first episode was just like, many people just turned me off at first. Like, you know, it's like just like Jeff. So again, like Jeff would he would you would try to appeal to the stand Twitter liberals or whatever, and just say, no, try to like take out guys and come on in, guys, but he won't change like the fundamentals of the game itself. Like, why you listen to the stuff like that, but not like, it's Jeff is with that. It's not even like just trying to like look out for everyone. It's just pandering. That's honestly like a main problem I have with like a lot of like 2010s sitcoms. Honestly, when they like try to like when it comes to like just trying to look like, it's like when they do stuff like that, like virtue signaling, is not like looking out for everyone. It's just like pandering to like every single person. It's just like, it just seems so disingenuous. So I can't stand it. But yeah, it's like but yeah, I just hate that moment so much. I really do. Like, every time me and my brother watch, my older brother watch a show, we have to like, every time Jeff previous oh my god, can I speak? Every time Jeff previously said, "Come on in, guys," like now me and my brother we're like, he can't say guys anymore. It's just like, it's so stupid, so stupid. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. Honestly, I could go like, you know, go through the entire cast and say which I like, whether I like them or not. But you know, I'd say I liked everyone in one way or another. All I gotta say is, like, honestly, like, Survivor, I'm a huge fan of the show. I've been a show for like, I've been a fan of the show since like, I don't know. I think I like, so my first memory of it was like in the middle of Samoa, where like I saw Russell stirring up chaos or whatever. Then like I started, it was like Heroes vs Villains when Rupert got out. I was just thinking, oh man, the guy with the tie dye got voted out. That sucks. It was like, it wasn't until Nicaragua when I was like, well, Nicaragua came out in 2010, so it was like 7. Yeah, I was 7. I'm 18 now, so yeah. Nicaragua was the first season I actually watched live, and like I've been a fan since then. I like, it wasn't until Game Changers where I was like, I want to be on the show. I'm like a big super fan. You know, it wasn't until I, you know, started doing Twitter games and all that to my appreciation for the show grew. But anyway, it's just it's a shame to see Survivor just evolve like this. It really is, and like they make the same mistake over and over and over. I mean, the only things that were actually fixed are the hackneyed themes and the like, what else? that's basically it. Now I think about it. Like the fact that they have no theme is the only thing that's really improved from the last couple seasons. It's just it's or in the diverse cast too. It's just sad. It really is. It's just, oh my god. I mean, I know I've been kind of bipolar with this whole thing. I've been going from angry to right now I'm kind of sad and gloomy. In part because it's raining outside, but whatever. It's not always sunny in Philly. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, um, but yeah, it's just like yeah. I don't got anything else to say. Just Survivor 41 is a different beast altogether from other seasons, and not in a good way. So we'll see. Maybe the show will get better. I mean, honestly, like this episode was such a buzzkill. Like it's not like it's like honestly it's when Survivor has a buzzkill episode, it's like a really bad buzzkill episode. Like the merge of Island of the Idols is like the first time where I legitimately like was so I felt so drained from watching a Survivor episode. But like other episodes like that, the Purple Kelly and the Aqua in Nicaragua nearly killed that season for me. Honestly, my rewatch. So 41, the last episode is just kind of that buzzkill for me. But hopefully it'll get better. I guess probably won't. It'll probably have the Cerise situation, which production will love, and then they'll lose more and more viewers, and then the show will continue to be on life support. So it's whatever. Yeah. So it's my first video doing something related to Survivor. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed doing it. It was a heck of a lot to, not really edit because I have a picture the entire time, but it was a heck of a time, talking, and yeah, just I'm not sure what my next video is gonna be yet. It probably won't be Survivor related because again, my main shtick with this with the channel is like reviewing. Right now it's reviewing Dan Schneider stuff. But I'm eventually planning to get to. I'm planning to start reviewing video games. Still haven't decided what's my next one going to be, but yeah, just look out for that because I'm just doing whatever makes me happy. All right, have a good one, everyone.